Naval Ravikant, where he says like we pretty much come from a lineage of pessimists, because most of the optimists back in the day, you know, all the way 20,000 years ago, they were the ones who were like, oh yeah, I can fight this tiger or lion, and they all died. So
yeah, I'm not so sure about that. When people talk about evolutionary terms of changing of small things like that, like, oh yeah, I could fight the lion, that dude. I just don't imagine there was really a guy out there who thought I can actually fight this lion. There's maybe guys who would have, like, I would say that same dude who did eventually fight a lion would have more like a different risk profile, for example. So I would say it's not really optimist or pessimist. It'd be more,
it's like, oh, I think I can do this and take it on.
Yeah, how much risk can I handle versus, you know, how much fear I can handle, that sort of stuff. When I hear that one, and a couple of things like that, same with, like, you know, it's the guy who we came from people who would get scared of everything, and because that would save our lives. But then I'm like, okay, but if you're scared of everything, you know, there's no evolutionary disadvantage to getting scared by the clump of grass that looks like a lion. But then I'm like, yeah, but if you're in a group and you're scared all the time, the people won't want you in your group. So they kick your ass out and then you starve to death. So there's a couple of things like that which people just rifle off. And I'm like, where's that come from? Are you actually sure about that? Where'd you get? Is this fucking one bullshit right now? Is this just, oh yeah, this sounds right. All right, I'll say that, and then you know, it gets repeated. So I think 90% of what we say is absolute horseshit. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm truly examining how much I say, and more when I'm saying, like, you know, even the monkey study and things like that. Yep. I have that stuff in my head. I don't know where that came from. How precise it'd be? Yeah, well, how much would I be willing to bet that is true knowledge, in the sense that, and, you know, true 90% of it's true? Damn, dude, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, and then it gets into the whole, you know, sure, even if you've read it, like, and you've just talked about it verbatim, it's kind of like, well, there's sometimes, you know, 2, 3, 17 sides of the story as well. How much of it is right, of what's put down versus what, you know, in actual fact happens. So it's like, prime example, I read Sperm Wars, which was talking about all these different sperms. There's kamikaze sperms, there's like these blocker worm sperms, there's these like needle pointed, like direct to the egg sperms, like all this crazy shit. And no, that's just, it wasn't correct. And I said that to probably a bunch of people. So God knows how many people. Damn, I've got needle sperm. Yeah. Shoot it out. It's like a nail gun.